Hello guys, welcome back to another historic Brawl video. Today we're doing Gutmorn, the Pactbound 7, the 1-3 demon with flying dive touch that I really liked from the last video. So basically when the enemy enters the battlefield, each player discards a non-land card. It's very specifically a non-land card, so I'm assuming that if you only have lands in hand you don't have to discard, but we'll find that out very shortly. And whenever a player discards a card during your turn, they choose another player, obviously the only opponent we have, and then we make a copy of it, and so does our opponent. So the idea of our deck is we're running a bunch of discard spells and a bunch of removal spells. So whenever we discard a card and we give it to our opponent, it's probably going to be dead because we don't have many creatures for them to actually use the cards we give them. So as like I said, we have a bunch of discard spells, we have a few value cards, so Razor is going to deal them damage when they discard cards, Davriel is going to make them discard and deal them damage, so he's not going to give us value. Same with Tinybones and Asylum Visitor when they have an empty hand. We have a plethora of removal. I don't even know how many cards there is. There's a bunch of Rafts, there's some instant speed, sorcery speed, some that hit enchantments, so on and so forth. We have a bunch of mana so we can keep casting a Gutmorn no matter how many times it dies. We have a little bit of card draw in Bloodfast, Arena, and Tome, and then a few value cards with 3 planeswalkers that are just, you know, good cards to have in your deck, and then Rise of the Dark rounds once we make them discard a bunch of cards, hopefully a bunch of creatures, and then we can get them into our side of the field. As far as our lands go, we're running 38 normal lands with 2 spell lands, so 40 lands and a bunch of ramp. So yeah, we're gonna have a lot of mana. It might be a little bit too much, but I do like the idea of the list on paper and a couple of games I played prior, because like I said, I've been saying in a few of my videos I don't have that much free time right now. The few test games, the mana was an issue, and nor was the amount of ramp. So yeah, oh, is that Olivia? Is that the new Olivia? I feel like that's the new Olivia. My brain is so large. This hand though is mediocre at best. I will have to read this Olivia. So flying haste, when it attacks, you don't tap and attack any gains. When you don't control legendary impact. Okay, cool. So basically I have just to keep killing this Olivia. As far as this hand goes, it's not fantastic, but it's a keep. No removal is always scary. I do like having a couple pieces of removal in my mono black cruel control, if you will, hand, but we'll make do with Bloodfast, drawing a card. Hopefully, I think the sound might be slightly loud. Let me just bring it. That's graphics. I am so incredibly not smart. Okay, cool. So we'll slam the land, we'll slam the Bloodfast. We're probably not going to activate the Bloodfast anytime soon because we do have things to play. I'm actually not going to play the Gutmorn because none of the cards in my hand I would like to give them. So we're actually just going to play the Skyclave Relic here. Because like, I would have to discard either my Liliana or my Tergrid, or I guess the Skyclave, and I wouldn't like to give them, they missed the land. The question is, I probably play the Lily now? Do I play the Lily? 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 I play the Lily. We're gonna +1 the Lily. We're gonna let go of Tergrid. I would like to keep the removal here. Might be wrong, but I will keep the removal and the land. I want to make land drops right now. They just discarded a 9 drop. Never mind, a 7 drop. Shieldred. That's good. Actually, that's not that great because they can get back with Olivia, but that's okay because we can kill Olivia most likely. Please don't kill my Liliana though. That would be very much appreciated if you could let it be. I can think of a few hundred cards that will kill it. Not that one though. We can also exile whatever creature they have with arrow bows as well. Yeah, we're gonna empty our hand. So we are gonna Skull Raid them. See what they choose to discard. So 3-4. Why do you have so many creatures? I mean, we'll get rid of the Shieldred and this fella. Instead of female 4 cards again. Okay, cool. So we're gonna do this X equals 1. We're gonna get rid of you and you. Cool, exile both of those, and then we're gonna plus our Liliana. We're out of gas, which is definitely an issue. But oh my god, they have another massive creature. Do you only have massive creatures in your hand? Yeah, I mean, we're in a lot of trouble now. I mean, they hit mono massive creatures. Okay, they chose to attack me though. Is that a 6/6? It's not, right? It is a freaking 6/6 as well. That's fantastic. The opponent declined. I'll take the damage. I took 7 damage. That's great. I mean, we're probably dead here because they drew mono massive creatures. Never mind, we're great at this game. Magic is way too easy. He's not exile. Oh yeah. I mean, I guess they died at the same time, so it doesn't work. Oh god, and then have a Liliana as well. Okay, this is fine. This is fine. We can do stuff here. I'm assuming they're looking for lands here at this point. Ugin, okay. I mean, I'm just not getting a chance to play the Gutmorn, it seems. We'll kill the Lily. They are on 6 mana, they're 6 away from that creature there. I'm hoping to find a removal before then. Okay, Mindstone, so they 100% get to play it next turn. They are 1000% get to play it next turn. Oh, that's cool. We'll play it for 0. We'll play the Gutmorn. My phone, sorry, my phone is going off. Let me just put it in airplane mode. They give me a Massacre Worm, which probably does not do enough here. Yep, we do that. Torment of Hailfire doesn't do anything for me either. Yeah, we just pass this one. Actually, Gutmorn actually trades with Liliana as well, so that's worth noting. Cool. It might be better to take. No, the other thing has first strike, doesn't it? They do realize I can block it, right? Oh, he just makes a copy of it. They get to keep it in the graveyard. Yeah, that's terrible. They went for that one. And attacks. Okay, cool. In which case, I'll block there. And then that should be exiled, if I'm not mistaken, if I understand how magic works. Right? It counts itself! Oh my frick! It counts itself. I forgot about that. It counts itself. It's a legendary vampire type. Okay, we made a misstep already. That's good. We can -4 here, but is that even good enough? If I -4, kill that, kill that. Kill that. They get that back. They put it with this. That's 10 damage. You know what? Actually, let's see what we can find from the top of our deck. Okay. Yeah, not good enough. Okay, cool. I mean, we probably hit our worst matchup, I'm assuming, because, you know, we're putting cards in the graveyard and they have Olivia to bring them back. So, you know, not a good matchup to get started, but, you know, we were a couple of draws away with our opponent not hitting so many fatties in the top 20-ish cards, I think it was. We're probably in the game there. Unfortunately, things didn't go away, but it happens. We move. I just noticed my challenge for the day is to attack with 30 creatures. I think I have like 5 creatures, if even, in my deck, and they weren't made for attacking, I'll tell you that much. Please don't give me Olivia. Is there a thing that if you're playing this card, you have to be like in a weird discard bracket? Because first Olivia, now Tinybones. This hand is not terrible, but it's painful, and I don't like that. I do not like that. My hand is very painful. Oh, this is like basically a keep. It's probably not a keep. If this was a swamp, this was 100% a keep. But since it's not, it makes me wary of it. But I'm gonna keep it, even though it's gonna hurt me like a lot. Mox Amber, sure. Cool. I mean, I want to Thoughtseize them because I feel like they have a 1-mana discard to go with Tinybones on turn 2. They do not. That's good. Don't care. Don't care. Do care. They're gonna play the Tinybones. I'll kill the Tinybones and then remove. Please don't have drawn a discard spell. There's no way. Okay, that's fine. I was about to get annoyed if it was like a 1 mana discard. Because like I thought Thoughtseize to get rid of a Thoughtseize of their own, or a Inquisition of Kozilek, or anything that would have hurt my hand and let them draw a card when they play the Tinybones. And then if they had drawn it straight away, that would have been quite obnoxious, but you know, it didn't happen. So that's good. A bit annoyed that I got the Liliana Steward. Wait, does it look at my hand? No, it does not look at my hand. I mean, they're gonna... Yeah, that's fine. I'm gonna either get a removal or that fella there. Okay, that's fantastic. Now the question is, do I play the spinning wheel? Is it crazy to play the spinning wheel? Do you allows me to play the place card any creative? Okay. It's basically, is it the spinning wheel or is it... Oh, actually it's gonna be the Gutmorn, and I'm gonna discard the Cold Steel Heart. I'm gonna give them the Cold Steel Heart. I don't mind giving them the Cold Steel Heart. So I'm either getting a removal or a good creature, and either way I'm happy with it. I think either card they give me right now, I would not be upset about it. And like, sure, the Cold Steel Heart does help them a little bit, but it does come into play taps. So it's not gonna help them in the next turn, only on the following one. So, although it's not great, it's not terrible. Someone just sneezed the life out of themselves in my house. Holy moly, I don't know if you could hear that. Okay, so they gave me the Liliana's Reborn. Let's just go through it again. Death Touch. When this might not manage to play the discard card and they create a 2/2 zombie. That's good. And they draw a Swamp of their own, so they can play that. But let's gonna play that. That's okay. Oh, and they have the Stewardness. That's fine. I mean, sure. There's nothing to do about that. We'll discard that one. You're gonna get to draw a card, which is a bit upsetting, but you know, sometimes you just get good draws, and it's life. There's a few cards. Okay, cool. I'm gonna attack for one. No reason to hit back. If they're gonna use the Hogger Mauling, that's fine. There's nothing I can do about it. If they're not. I would love to hit a removal spell though, because like 50% of my deck's for the removal spell. So, please, deck. I mean, some of my opponent's draws are just disgusting at this point. Just keep having exactly enough mana to do what they need to do. Yeah, I mean, that's gross. Can I at least get a removal to, you know, kind of even out things? No, I cannot. At least I can use this to kill that creature, I guess. Okay, cool. We'll sacrifice this cabin to the ground so we can do it next turn if we have to. Yeah, I would really love to hit the removal spell. I've seen one, I've seen two, one which was taken away from me. I can't play it right now, which is good. Cold Steel Heart, sure. Assuming name's black, it does in fact name black. Mindstone, okay, they're gonna have enough mana to do whatever they want in the following turns. Okay, I will block if you choose to attack your 1/1 into my 1/3. Tinybones it is. I am also a Tinybones deck. I will just pass the turn here. I wouldn't be surprised if they crack the Mindstone. Yeah, like I said, I would not be surprised if they did that. We do not have a target for Field of Ruin, which is worth noting because we don't have that many black sources, I guess, only 3. Good thing of being empty-handed, they can't make us discard anything. Okay, you're gonna rough the board, that's fine. Is that Massacre Worm and you were hoping I was gonna block with my Gutmorn? That's fine. I would like to have the whatever you have in your hand, please. Thank you. Thank you, I would like to have that. And I would like to play as a land, if that's okay with you. No, pass the turn. Okay, cool. So, we're in not a fantastic spot, because we kind of need to keep hitting this every turn, because they'll be able to, what should I call it? They'll be able to make us lose 10 life, so, you know, that's not great. So we have to kill it now, and then have to kill it next turn again, and the turn after again. They I mean, at least they can cast it at least once more. Unsure about what they can do after that, because it's gonna get very expensive. They're already 8 mana. I really need to hit a removal spell though, like ASAP Rocky right now. That's not what I needed to see. Okay, we're in a terrible spot now. Although we do have a card in hand. I did forget that we do have a card in hand. Which, again, it's going to make them draw cards as well, so... Please don't have a swamp. Okay, they don't have a swamp. What is that? That's a freaking Doomblade. Oh god, I hate life sometimes. That's hilarious. Tap that, tap that, tap that. I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess. Tap us a turn. Please whiff. Just draw a crappy creature. Oh, that's not a crappy creature. That's far from a crappy creature. Although with my Gutmorn, it is a crappy creature. We're trading? Cool. I mean, you're just giving me my Gutmorn to cost again next turn. Which I guess gives you a Doomblade and a card draw. That's not great. But I do have to trade with that anyway. We'll put counters on this. Again, we're just basically looking for removal spells of some kind. Burglar Rat is not terrible, but it's not it. It's definitely not it. It's gonna give them a card. Burglar Rat gets rid of the graveyard. You know what? We're just gonna pass the turn here. Because they don't really have good attacks. Because if they swing out, I can activate this and eat the Dread Presence. If they swing only with the Obliterator, I just take it away from combat. Exactly, so they swing only with the Obliterator, we say no Obliterator, you're not attacking me. So like, although we're not in a good spot, this could be a whole lot of worse than it is. Again, but just basically, can I find a removal spell before turn 3477? Apparently I cannot find a removal spell before turn 3477. Quite annoying, I have to be honest. I think we found, what, 2 removal spells, and I did show prior, I mean during the deck part, that we have, oh, and then you hit that. Okay, we're gonna destroy that at the end step. They should attack to force me to use this thingamabob, because otherwise I just don't use it. Okay, cool, we'll destroy that. So if you wanna use it, you gotta use it now. And then I can play my Gutmorn and take it away from you. Maybe. Okay, they choose not to use it, which makes sense. There's no reason to basically give me whatever card from your deck, which could be anything. We'll just take the Snow Cover Forest Island. Swamp. Oh, and then they get a trigger from that. That's fine. This is not great, but it's not the worst. I'm doing my best not to get annoyed. But these draws are just terrible. Terrible. I can make this 3 and kill like those 2. Oh, and then they hit another swamp. Like, come on, help me out here. Give me any of my removal spells. I'll take 5. Please don't attack, that's fantastic for me. Okay, cool, we'll put 3 counters on it. Again, like, them not attacking is just making it better for me. I mean, I'll just play the swamp, I keep holding this thing. I'll just crack this now. We'll kill those 2. Cool. We're just gonna pass a turn here. This Doomblade is the worst card I could have gotten into my hand. Eldest Reborn, sure, that's Noxious. That's gonna get rid of my Doomblade. I wonder what they have in the hand that they're choosing to hold on to it for dear life. They gave up on the game. Yeah, the game was in a very like weird, confusing spot. They could have kept playing, but my brain was getting fried, and I was on the easier side of the match, so I can't blame them for conceding there. Cannot blame them, but I'll take the dub. 1-on-1 with this deck. I've attacked with 1 creature. Let's go, fellas. We're only 29 more attacks away. Casual 29 more attacks. Only 29. Nothing more than 29. Again, this is the only deck I've built right now. So if you have any decks you like to see or you have built, do let me know. and put it down below, because I would love to play the decks you guys have, and that will take some way off my back of building the decks myself. This hand is not fantastic, but it's a keep. It has a Wrath against the, I'm guessing the Elf Tribal deck. It might not be Elf Tribal, but it most likely is Elf Tribal. I'm hoping no land of my Elves, that's fantastic. A second Wrath, but we're lacking the mana here, only 3 mana. I mean, like I said, we have like 40 lands plus 9 mana rock, so this should be fine. That's fine. I do not want to give them this because they can activate it and that'll be very good for them. I don't mind giving them an extinction event, honestly. I'll give them an extinction event. I don't think there's much they can do with an extinction event. And obviously I might have wondered it, but this is fine. Okay, what does that do? Let me look, maybe a creature card. Could it not have been like a creature or land? God. But basically we just want to get enough mana for Blood on the Snow anyway, so this is fine. I'm guessing they're missing a land to concede there. That's the only thing that can come to mind. But again, 2-1, we take the dub. A dub is a dub, no matter how you get your dub, a dub is a dub. If the Wi-Fi dies and you win because of that, that counts. If that child is like crying and needs to be fed and they have to leave the PC for too long and they DC because of that, that's a win. That's a win. If that cat like pushes over, I don't know, like water on the laptop and it stops working, that's a win. I was gonna say if they have a heart attack, but that's a bit heartless, I guess. I wouldn't take that as a win. We don't want anyone to get harmed. We just want the dub. No harming. Ooh, is that the new Kaya? Not even gonna try to guess what her Guy's Hunter. Yes, obviously. Creature control. Wait. Yes. Creatures you control gain death touch until the counter. Okay, cool. Creature token. Turn if one or more tokens will be created under control, twice the many tokens, lower card from the grade one itself with flying for each card goes this way. That's pretty gross. We'll play a swamp. I mean, I can kill most things they play, so this is fine. Also, I saw that it got nerfed or changed. Well, wait, this is too. Get out. I saw it got, wait, no, not this. I saw this got nerfed, and I was like, so what did it change? Did it change the creature type thing? Did it change? But it just took 1 power away, which does matter a lot. But I was expecting something worse, honestly.
I like a plane where I can stick to the shadows.
Hero's Downfall is a fantastic draw. We'll just get rid of that. Okay, cool. We're just keeping the board clean for now. Is that the new land? It is. We have the Gutmorn coming down soon. We have still 2 pieces of removal in our hand, so. And that's gross. What does that do? Create a 4/4 angel. Yeah. I'm assuming you're gonna make the angel, right? Yeah, there's no other reason to do anything but that. So we'll get rid of your Sarah. The next time we can go Gutmorn, give them Elspeth. I don't really want to give them Elspeth Nightmare actually. Probably just, I don't want to give them Mastermind Tome either. That's one thing about this deck, is some cards you really just don't want to give your opponents, do you? Even though, like I said, well, we don't care about removal, but it's not great to give, like, Nightmare is not just a removal, it's a hand disruption and a graveyard disruption at the same time. I'm assuming a plussing. I'm taking 6, I'm taking 5.
Fighting the undead is my specialty.
I think I'm just gonna give them Maze Mind Tome, honestly. Yeah, you can have Maze Mind Tome. I'm gonna play with Tinybones and draw a card as well. Because they're gonna have this card or card this turn. I'm hoping it's not gonna be. I'm hoping it's a removal, but it's probably gonna be like some kind of synergistic token card, which is still fine to get it away from them, but it's not gonna advance my game plan whatsoever. Wait. Oh, they gave a Kaya. Taser. Taser's not bad. And then Tinybones, and we're gonna toss it down here. We're gonna draw a card. Okay, cool. This is fine. This is not fantastic, but this is fine. They have an attack if they kill my Gutmorn. Hoping to hit more removal anytime soon. What is it? Is it -6? It is -6. Cool. I have so much removal. Oh god. I'm hoping to see one soon. Right, doggy? Ooh, just notice they have a spirit there. Kind of scary, I would say. Okay, they're touching that. They're gonna put a counter on it. I will 1000% block with my Death Touch creature. This seems very profitable for me. This seems like the exact kind of thing I was hoping to get in that exchange. Okay, this is good. This is actually very good for us. We're in a very good spot now. I mean, not fantastic, but like a good spot for sure. You don't really have a reason to activate your blood token now. Can attack the Kaya. Okay, they're doing it now. Are they discarding a land? I'm assuming they're discarding a creature. And they gave me a card. Thank you. I appreciate it. It happens. Don't worry about it. Spinning wheel. And we're gonna play the taste herself, rather. I mean, she doesn't do anything for us, I'm pretty sure. Okay, she doesn't do anything for us, but it is a creature to pressure the Kaya. So, like, although it's not much, it's something. And we'll take something right now, you know? We'll take something. Our hand is not fantastic. I don't know, like, if Infernal Grasp is fine, great, but, like, the Nightmare is looking deader than ever. We haven't really seen a target since we killed the Voldaren Duelist. But Costa. Is there a card called Voldaren Duelist? I feel like there's a card called the Voldaren Duelist. They're touching the graveyard, which is never great. I'm guessing it's Commanded Dreadhorde. Which wouldn't... Yeah, no, it would suck. It would 100% suck. It definitely is Commanded Dreadhorde, isn't it? No, it's not. It is? I guess I could have killed it with one of my creature lands, huh? No, I couldn't, because it's a 3/3 now. Never mind. The way they looked at the graveyard made me think, okay, flood on the snow. They only have 2 snow lands. That's actually really good for us. Well, not really. Okay, again, not really good. It's okay. Cool, we'll kill that.
Need a weapon?
Oop! I clicked the wrong button. We will Elspeth Nightmare here. We'll get rid of that. They'll get a blood token out of this exchange. I could attack that for 2. It's not terrible, but I think I'm gonna go Replicating Ring and just pause the turn. Hoping they play something I can use my Infernal Grasp on, so next turn I can use the Gutmorn and play it without giving them any value. Basically what I'm hoping for here. We also gotta be very careful with this Kaya, but we do have 2 creature lands to pressure Kaya next turn. Obviously it depends if they tap out or not, but we're gonna have full knowledge of what their hand is with the Nightmare. Although they could draw a card with the Tome or the Blood token afterwards. So yeah. Again, not a fantastic spot, but not a terrible. I don't know what that does. Oh, that's actually terrible for us, isn't it? Oh, that's so gross. I mean, that's terrible for us. It lines up very well against us. We'll kill one of them. We don't have really good ways to deal with artifacts in our deck, so that's not good. Let's see what they're working with. Are they cooking with gas? Base prevent combat damage well too. Cool, they're gonna discard that. I love that they tapped all my lands. That's fantastic. It doesn't matter, I was gonna do this anyway, but they tapped all the things that I might have wanted to do. I'm gonna play that out. I'm gonna play this out. I'm gonna create a 2/2. This is not great, it's not terrible. Sorry, my chair is very loud. They're gonna get together one more creature with the dollhouse, and then we're gonna exile the graveyard. The Kaya got to survive, it's never great, but yeah, I mean, it depends what they get back here. That's gross. Is it gross? It's okay. I mean, it's gross. I'm really hoping to hit a Wrath soon enough, but yeah, you have to sack one of those. That's actually really gross. Okay, we really need a Wrath right about now. Yeah, we definitely need a Wrath right about now. I mean, we'll trade. Can I get a Wrath, please? Of course we cannot. I don't think there's any way we survive, is there? We just need to hit a Wrath, but we never did. We'll swing in. We'll swing in at the Kaya, so kind of want them to block. They chose not to block. Okay, cool with that.
I'll find another way.
Just I don't know how we're not hitting removals with our 37 removal dot deck, but that was a cool combination there at the end. Again, the artifacts are very difficult for your mono black deck to deal with, but the artifact is pretty freaking cool. Kaya seems really cool. I've not been a fan of token decks. Just I find there's too many cards to choose from, so I just choose not to build it. But yeah, overall this deck, let's just take a look at it real quick. The issue we run to is that whenever we want to play Gutmorn, we don't want to give them a card we have in our hands, because we know our cards, and we know that probably, I mean, most cases, as we saw throughout the game, like we don't want to give them mana, we don't want to give them a removal because it's going to open the way for their creatures, even though I thought maybe if you had mono removal and no creatures, make it less painful for us. But it seems that no matter what we give them, we are upset, and since there's a lot of synergistic decks, we're going to be given a lot of cards that just do not do anything for us. So I've not been, I think overall I did not like this deck as it is. Maybe you lot have a better version of it. If you do leave it down below, and if you enjoyed the video, do leave a like, subscribe, and until next time, see ya.